everyone! Today I'm going to take you through the very first page of Standard of Excellence. Before you jump into the book, make sure that you've looked at the Getting Started video, which will give you a lot of tips and reminders about getting your first sound and setting up the flute. Let's take just a quick moment to review everything before we jump into page 4. So when you've got the whole flute put together, we're balancing on 3 key balance points here, right? So the right hand thumb, left hand index finger, and the chin. And I can actually balance the whole flute on just those 3 points. So if you're having trouble with that, just make sure that the rods or the part where the keys connect to the flute are pointed more at the ceiling than at the wall behind you. Make sure you've got a nice open angle here. So too often we think of flute being played back here, which is really squishy with this arm too close to the body. Just let everything float away a little bit more. And then make sure that the legs are pointed off to this side so that we can twist back to the stand itself and have that nice open arm position. All right, and with that, we are ready to get started. Okay, so the first thing you see on this page is a B flat. B flat is going to be fingered with the left hand thumb and the first finger, the right hand first finger, and the right hand pinky. So make sure we've got a nice, good balance here. We're sitting up nice and tall, and then we're getting a great breath before we start to play. So again, as a reminder, we're going to just blow air through that ooh shape to get this sound to come out of the instrument. So inhaling the word Hawaii, if that helps you to get a great full breath, then we can get ready to play that B flat. So here we go, get a great breath. Good job. So now let's talk about that counting. So you'll notice you start off with this big fat note. That is called a whole note. So a whole note takes up one whole measure. So it gets 4 beats. And then you've got a whole rest that comes after. So that is 4 beats of silence in between everything. So some people find it helpful to tap their foot through an exercise like this. So let's try number 1 one more time. Get that balance. And then we're going to just tap our foot. So 1, 2, 1, 2, breathe. Two, 3, 4. Good. So then same concept, moving to a new note. So we're going to A. So from B flat to A, we're lifting the right hand first finger and pressing down the left hand middle finger. So just try that. B flat to A. B flat, A. Good. So let's start on A, thinking about that same tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, good breath. 2, 3, 4. Good. So number 3 then is going to combine those first 2 notes, so that B flat to A. And I would just make sure that you can go back and forth nice and easily on those 2. All right, so let's try number 3. Go back to B flat and A. Good job. So then from A, we go to G. So A to G just adds 1 finger, that left hand ring finger. Super easy here, okay? So let's go on that one again, making sure we sit up nice and tall and we're getting a great breath before we start. And nice and light on the keys. See how lightly you can press and still get that sound to come out. So G, number 4. 1, 2, ready. All right, and then if like me, you had one note where you were just really aggressive and it didn't come out quite right, that's okay. Any note is going to be a good note right now. So let's move on to number 5, which combines B flat, A, and G. So make sure we know B flat. Let's hold up the flute actually to do this. So finger B flat, then go to A, then go to G. And can you jump from G to B flat? Good. Try that one again. So G to B flat. Good. All right, so let's try number 5 and see what that jumping around kind of looks like. Two, three. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Good, so not too bad. So number 6, 2D fluty, will take us through that jumping sequence that we already practiced. So let's try that. There was also a little reminder in your book to check your embouchure. So make sure everything is staying nice and relaxed. We're in that U shape. And I often tell my students to think about like a bulldog face. So everything is really droopy. And then that's how we're gonna get that really great sound to come out of the flute. So again, number 6, starting on which note? On A. Good. All right, number 6. 1, 2, ready. Move to G and B flat and A. Good. Okay, so then let's do another one. So number 7 also jumps around a little bit. So maybe you've noticed at this point there are sometimes patterns where we go from one note directly into a next by step. There are other times where we skip around quite a bit. So you can think of this as like the alphabet if you're going like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we repeat back to A again. That's called a step if it goes right from A to B, B to C, C to D, etc. If it would jump from A to C, or in this case, G to B, that is called a skip. So making sure we know that we're lifting more fingers generally to do a skip than we are to make a step happen. All right, so number 7, flute cocktail. 1, 2, ready. Great job. And with that, you have finished the first page of Standard of Excellence. Stay tuned for page 5.